TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
Life is not without risk. To evolve, we must embark on a path of chance. The journey is one of continuous challenge, one which requires great courage and conviction. 6 years ago, TNA was born, a grand idea with humble beginnings. Critics believed it was a doomed, foolish endeavor, but the dream was kept alive by the passion and belief of its founders, infused with the spirit of youth, enhanced by the presence of some of the greatest legends ever to grace a ring. Each year, challenges were met and conquered. Each year, the vision continued to crystallize. Tonight, live from Las Vegas, the gamble pays off once again. Tonight, the dream blossoms, the legacy expands. Tonight, in high definition, yet another bold step will be taken in the evolution of this growing global phenomenon.
that screams Las Vegas. It's the beautiful people. And Don, you and I saw it firsthand yesterday. You talk about turning heads on the Las Vegas Strip. Everywhere that Angelina Love and Velvet Sky went, and maybe even Q-Tip, they were the center of attention, my friend.
Oh, you should have seen it, man. The patrons in Vegas coming up to them. I think maybe they thought they had another profession in this town. But whatever it was, the beautiful people were a little too expensive for them, Mike.
I can tell you this, beautiful people, boy, they have real heat with Christy, Hemme, and it's all because of what went down last week.
And reporting from Los Angeles, California, Christy Hemme!
Beautiful people, not only left Christy Hemme laying 1 week ago, they added that trademark exclamation point. They gave Christy the brown paper bag treatment. Oh, we heard she was looking to gain revenge tonight. This is her chance against Velvet Sky.
Well, she was just concerned about Lance Rock and Jimmy Rand after the beatdown from Kurt Angle. We'll get into a little bit of that later about how maniacal he was last week on Impact. But Christy Hemme didn't deserve what she got, and she's thought about nothing but this right here, and that's pummeling Velvet Sky.
We have so much ground to cover tonight in this very special live HD Impact from the joint at the Hard Rock in Las Vegas. Of course, the big main event tag match, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe versus Sting and Kevin Nash, plus Mick Foley's major announcement. And Don, as we see the beautiful people now trying to take Christy Hemme over to the side, and you saw that Angelina up on the apron and she sprayed her right in the face.
Well, that little Velvet Sky to get the clothesline, and now just throttling the neck and slamming that head against the mat. I'll tell you what, Christy Hemme, that numbers game really bad.
Kurt Angle placed a phone call to Jeremy Borash at midnight last night, and Angle promises that he will not only one-up Mick Foley's major announcement, blockbuster that will change the face of wrestling as we know it as well.
Well, you know Kurt Angle, he's not going to be one up by Mick Foley, but I'll tell you what, it's just going to be incredible to find out what's on both their minds. Right now, Christy Hemme in trouble as Velvet Sky pulling on the arms and applying that boot right to the neck and choking her. I got to ask you about cute tips. Choice of clothing. I knew he's a fashionist. They may need the fashionist police to come and arrest that.
I told you they were turning eyes, turning heads everywhere on the strip in Las Vegas, and that takes some doing. Knife edge chop to the chest of Christy Hemme, who reels against the ropes. Velvet going to set her up in the corner, and from the corner mount, she's going to take her by the back of her head and drive her repeatedly into that top turnbuckle.
Well, Christy Hemme, though, able to get underneath her and then fling her back, and look at Velvet Sky. She caught her hip bad when she landed, and you could see it rocked her. This is Christy Hemme's chance. If she wants to get any kind of a comeback here, she's able to get out of the way.
Avoids the contact in the corner. Explodes back with a running clothesline. Then the big shot to the chest. Here comes Christy with a double sledge.
I'll tell you what, she's on fire right now. She's motivated. She's not letting two kick and everything will bother her. She's just getting herself worked up. She's able to duck Velvet Sky, and here she goes. Nice kick to the gut.
Doubled her over with one boot. Variation of the axe kick to the back of the head to the shoulder. Then grabs her by the hair and drops her down. Oh, she's going to go to the top. Could this be? Could this be the FFG? Oh, cute kick. And he gets slapped when he tried to interfere. I think this could be the FFG.
Here it is. A flying fire crotch guillotine. 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Christy Hemme.
Christy Hemme kicks off our very special live HD edition of Impact in Las Vegas. What an impressive victory that was.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Christy Hemme gets a little bit of revenge after last week's treatment, and you can see Velvet Sky upset with how the turnout was.
No question about that. Big win to kick things off. It's Mike Tenay and Don West at ringside. So happy to be a part of this great Spike TV Impact broadcast in HD from Las Vegas. And this is what we have in store for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's the X Division Championship on the line. It's Black Machismo Jay Lethal to challenge Sheik Abdul Bashir.
And it's the TNA Women's Knockout Championship. Austin Cole, the challenger. Can she finally get that title from Taylor Wilde? We'll find out tonight.
Mystery as well, finally settled, because the contents of Booker T's mysterious briefcase, it's finally revealed. Samoa Joe and the phenomenal AJ Styles to square off against the Icon Sting and Kevin Nash.
And he promises that it's going to change the face of professional wrestling. Mick Foley's major announcement tonight on Impact.
Kurt Angle says he can one-up Mick Foley. Let's go to JB to find out.
Thank you very much, Don and Mike. And while I'm certainly excited to be here tonight in high-definition television, I received an urgent phone call from you last night, Kurt Angle, at 12 o'clock, instructing me to be here right now for an announcement that you have, that you claimed would actually trump the announcement Mick Foley will be delivering later on tonight. A huge announcement. What is this?
Well, after seeing Jeff Jarrett and Mick Foley talk together and talk about this huge announcement that was going to change the face of TNA forever, and watching them ride off into the sunset, I thought I had to do something drastic. So I decided that I would change the face of professional wrestling forever. Not just TNA, but professional wrestling forever. So I made a few phone calls to some very, very, very important people.
Yeah.
And by midnight last night, the deal was done.
Yeah. Well, what does this have to do with Booker T?
Why don't you ask him?
You see, Jeremiah, what we have here, the elite, the best of the best. You see in my country, back in Africa, the lion, the king of the jungle, the lion runs in packs. Very dangerous, meat-eating beast. You see what you have here, Jeremiah, the lions of TNA. From this point on, we take what we want. We don't ask. We want respect from this point on.
Kevin Nash, you seemingly left TNA 2 months ago. We never thought we'd see you again. Now you're here. What's this about?
I did walk away. I had nothing left to accomplish. I thought about it. I mean, this business has always been about three things: money, power, and respect.
Respect.
You know, Joe gave me no respect.
Respect.
Joe gave Scott Hall no respect.
Respect.
You know, if you read the Bible in Proverbs, it says that with gray hair comes wisdom. I tried to give wisdom to Joe. He spit in my face. I've always taken this as a business, but Joe, he made it personal. That's why I came back.
No disrespect, gentlemen, but the three of you together, you're all legends. You're all icons. You've done incredible things in this business. But I've been backstage. I've seen what Samoa Joe, what AJ Styles, the Motor City Machine Guns, what everybody's doing seems to be an uprising. And at least on paper, Kurt Angle, while the three of you are icons, the three of you are legends, I think the odds might be stacked up against you.
JB, this business was built on honor, dignity, and respect.
Respect.
You are seeing three of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But there is one more. Because when I go into battle, I am not gonna go in with a stick. I'm gonna go in with heavy artillery. So let it be known who that last person is. Reveal.
Sting?
JB, you look like you just saw a ghost. Why be so surprised, JB? I mean, look around this room. You know, Kurt, Booker, Kevin, and myself, we tried individually. We tried it the nice way, JB. All we wanted was a little bit of respect. You know, between Kurt and Booker and me, Charmel, Kevin, 75 years combined history right here. 75 years of blood, sweat, and tears for this wrestling business, JB, that we love. We asked and we asked nicely, but there's gonna be no more asking, only demanding. And it's not gonna be pleasure. It's gonna be business, JB. Gentlemen.
You have a good night, Sting.
Sting out.
All right. Just in a little bit, buddy.
Since Sting does not want to stay for the party, I'd like to make a little salute. Gentlemen and Charmel, here's to the main event Mafia. Born tonight. Amen.
The main event Mafia! Think about the impact they can have, Mike!
But I guarantee it can't top Mick Foley's major announcement later tonight on Impact. Yes, Impact, live tonight in HD from Las Vegas. Now, let's go to Lauren. She's stationed outside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
I'm standing outside of the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, awaiting the arrival of Mick Foley. Now, tonight is a huge night for TNA Wrestling, not only because it's the first time we are live in high-definition television, but Mick Foley and Jeff Jarrett have promised us an enormous announcement. An announcement that Mick said could change the face of TNA Wrestling forever. Now, I don't know what this announcement is. We are all waiting on it, so as soon as Mick gets here, hopefully I can get some words out of him, just so we know exactly what they're talking about, but we're just gonna have to wait. Now, I think he just pulled up. Mick, how are you doing? Nice car. Huge announcement that you and Jeff have both told us about.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I just got it. The clutch is a little sticky, but it gets 40 miles to the gallon. And Lauren, you can never be careful enough in today's tough economic times.
Okay, Mick, please tell us a little bit about this announcement, anything.
Oh, what Jeff said? It's even bigger. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to wait until the Hard Rock is full and TV sets around the country are standing room only, okay?
Okay, now this is a big announcement. How big?
It's big, Lauren. Real big.
Tell you that the mystery is about to be revealed. For months, we have seen Booker T and Charmel with their briefcase, just like tonight. Everywhere they go, the case is sure to follow, and they also haven't been afraid to use it as a weapon. JB, our broadcast partner, he's tried during interviews to check that briefcase, but absolutely no luck. But tonight, we're told the contents of the case finally will be revealed.
Well, he picked the right night to do it. I mean, think about it with Mick Foley's proclamation and the announcement of the main event Mafia. What better night than tonight right here live in HD in Las Vegas than to tell us what's in the case.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My friend, the time has come. The time has come to share with you and the world the one thing that will change the landscape of TNA. The one thing that's so near and dear to my heart. The one thing that will immortalize Booker forever. My queen.
Wow, look at that championship belt.
Look at that belt. I mean, that is unbelievable. It looks like something you get in Vegas. What's it for?
I don't know. First time I've ever seen a championship belt get a standing ovation, though.
Look at it. In all its glory, it is called the TNA Legends Championship. And the title belongs to me and me only. So I say to you, I say to all of you, I introduce you all to Booker, the TNA Legends Champion.
And just as Booker announces that he is the TNA Legends Champion, he is interrupted by the very familiar music of the instant classic Christian Cage. And Christian has been, as of late, in what I would call a very non-committal position.
Oh, he's been Mr. Switzerland. He's been Mr. Neutral. He's not picking sides with anybody. In his mind, he doesn't need to. He's a little bit of both, I think. But I think this situation with Booker T introducing this Legends Championship belt was too much for Christy Cage to take.
Booker,
When I hear the word legend, to me it has a few different meanings. And when I think of legend, to me a legend isn't some guy who comes out here and looks like some second-rate, cheap Little John impersonator that speaks with some ridiculous accent. To me, Booker, to me a legend is a person whose career, whose track record is so great, they command respect. Now, don't get me wrong, Book, don't get me wrong. You have the career, you have the track record, but this word respect that you throw around so much lately, do you have that right now? Do you have that respect, Booker? Not so much. Now you come out here with this TNA Legends title, a title that you just invented, a title that you didn't actually beat anybody for, and you stand out here with a straight face. You expect me, you expect all the wrestlers in the back, and more importantly, you expect all the TNA fans, not only here, live at the Hard Rock in the joint. You expect all the TNA fans all over the world to respect that.
You see, Christian, I didn't come out here to make trouble. Tonight is a celebration. You come out here, you talk about this, you talk about that. Let me say this. Can I ask you a question, Christian? Can I do that?
Can you ask me a question, Little John? Yeah!
You know, Christian, that was very amusing, but you see, I'm serious.
You're serious? Okay!
Christian!
What?
See, now I'm about to bust your pump. You see, Christian, I apologize for that. You see, tonight is a celebration. Tonight is a big thing. Tonight is not about me, Christian. Tonight is about you. You see, Christian, in my country, you, Christian, you are a legend. So tonight should be about you joining the main event Mafia.
Well, Book, I appreciate the invitation, I really do, but I've told you this before, and my decision sticks. I'm not really interested. But I'll tell you what does interest me is how about you actually wrestle somebody for this Legends title? More specifically, Booker, why don't you wrestle me for this Legends title at Turning Point? Now you see, Book, it's not that I want your title. It's not even really that I need your title. It's just that I know when I beat you for this title, that will really piss you off. And in my country, Buka, we call that a challenge.
Christian! You know one thing? You are right. You are right, Christian. You are a legend, and you deserve a title shot. So I say, at Turning Point, you against Buka for the Legends Championship. If you win, you win the title. But if I win, no. But when I win, you join the main event Mafia, no questions. No questions, Christian. Think about it.
And think about it, he will. Christian remains non-committal. Will he accept the challenge? We're going to send it to Lauren with Matt Morgan and the Monster Abyss.
Thank you all.
Matt Morgan, Abyss. Tonight, you're in a 4-team tag team text match where the fans will have some input as to the order of the participants within the match. Now, along with the two of you, there'll also be LAX, Beer Money, and Team 3D.
First of all, Lauren, there's not going to be two of us going to that ring. There's only going to be one of us.
No,
yes.
I'm fine.
No, you're not, Abyss. And a matter of fact, there's nothing you can say or do to convince me any otherwise. You're not going anywhere near that ring tonight. No, you're not.
I'm fine.
At Bound for Glory, I was standing right next to you when the doctor came up, and what did he say, Abyss? Why don't you tell her what he said? He said you suffered 3rd-degree burns to 10% of your body. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? You're lucky you're even living, standing, or breathing to sit here and talk about it, let alone get near a ring and wrestle, Abyss. I made that mistake once. I'm not going to make it again. What kind of friend does that, huh, Abyss? Please tell me. I'm the worst friend on the planet as far as I'm concerned. If it wasn't for me, none of this would have happened. You begged, you pleaded, you wanted nothing to do with weapons, let alone fire.
Matt, listen. You are my dearest friend. Perhaps the best friend that I never had. I had a special session with my therapist this past week, and he made me realize that I need to think for myself and make my own decisions, Matt. The burns that cover over 10% of my back and lower torso, the pus-filled, bleeding, singed skin. Matt, it hurts now, but it's gonna be okay. They're gonna heal, Matt. What you and I need to worry about is this tag team gauntlet, and we have unsettled business with Kurt Angle tonight.
No, Abyss! Listen to me and listen to me good. You're going nowhere near that ring, and you're not going to do anything other to convince me right now. I've got it from here. LAX, Beer Money, 3D, and Kurt Angle.
He's my best friend.
Yeah.
I gotta do something about Kurt.
Yes, the showgirls are on parade. We're live from the Hard Rock in Las Vegas. And now, let's go to JB, standing by with Jeff Jarrett.
I am here in the founder of TNA Wrestling suite at the Hard Rock, Jeff Jarrett. And Jeff, what a night it is for TNA Wrestling. Our first night in high-definition television. Our first night live from Las Vegas. And what a main event. Mick Foley's here, Knockouts Championship match. It's a huge night. But this big announcement, I have to know what it is. What is it?
Come on, JB. I'm not going to spoil it for Mick. I said last week it's his announcement. It's his announcement to make, and that's exactly what's going to happen tonight. He's going to make it.
Okay. But what about Kurt Angle? He says he wants you at Turning Point. Is he going to get his wish?
You know what, JB? There's a lot of things in life that I want, that I don't get. But you know what? It's called life. And Kurt's going to get over this. I've told everybody, I've got business to take care of. He coaxed me in the ring one time. I'm not going to let it happen again. He'll get over it. Now, JB, I got to go catch up with Mick. He's got to make that big announcement. You know what it is? Mick's going to tell you. See you, JB.
All right.
And it is time for the first of 2 championship matches tonight. Yes, we're live from Las Vegas, Nevada, and the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the TNA X Division Championship. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challenger from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Sheik and Bashir!
You'll recall back in September at No Surrender, it was Sheik Abdul Bashir defeating Petey Williams and Consequences Creed to capture the X Division Championship. Quite honestly, since that point in time, the Sheik, impossible to deal with. Every single word out of his mouth has an anti-American slant.
Well, I'll tell you one thing you've got to give him, and that's resilience, because he always finds a way to walk out of there with that belt in hand. But I'll tell you something, confidence, Mike, has got to be high. With Black Machismo Jay Lethal, after winning that Steel Asylum match, and when you think of what you have to go through against 9 other competitors, and to climb your way out of that, and I talked to him before this match, he said that was so hard, as of course Sheik Abdul just attacked him from the start. He's feeling confident tonight, you can tell. Bashir knows that, that's why he's going on the offensive.
I want to remind you that voting is still open for the hardcore tag team text-off gauntlet that's still to come here tonight on the Live Impact.
Well, make sure you text the keyword, of course, that's those wrestlers that are in that gauntlet, to 81676. That's 81676. You still have time to determine the order.
Early word is that Abyss is actually leading the vote count, and that would make him likely to be among the last entrants in the gauntlet. I also hear from my spies, Team 3D, Beer Money, receiving the least amount of votes.
Well, everybody wants to see them in there longer, so there's a great chance that they'll get beat quicker. But that's just the way it is. When you think about Beer Money, I can't think of anybody voting for them. But man, Jay Lethal, nice way to turn this thing around. I mean, this guy's just such an athlete. Look at this. There's an example of it right there. Now you see him, now you don't, and there's a drop kick.
Beautiful series of moves, punctuated the drop kick, and I think Black Machismo's gonna fly. Here he goes, suicide dive, right here in front of the broadcast table on the sheet.
Oh, look at him, he's feeling it here in Las Vegas. As you can see, getting into the crowd, we're gonna show you a replay of this.
Gotta take another look at the suicide dive from the challenger in this X Division title match.
Look how he just dives right through the second and third ropes, right on Bashir, putting him into the broadcast table, and now Jay Lethal in total control as he throws Sheik back into the ring.
That's really the key, in control, and you can sense the confidence level rising. Just as he rises to the top, here comes Machismo. Oh, he went for that top rope elbow, but the Sheik rolled out of the way.
That's just one of those things where you're feeling it, you just feel like you can put it away that quickly. Oh, man. How about that DDT by Bashir? 2, got it.
Here's your ornament still, TNA X Division champion, the Middle Eastern Nightmare, Sheik and Bashir!
Yeah, that weapon of mass destruction enables the Sheik to keep that championship belt. And this move of the match, sponsored by the hilarious new comedy, Role Models, in theaters November 7th.
Well, there you see that WMD DDT, and he puts it right on Machismo, and all that momentum came to a halt that quick, and Bashir still remains the X Division champion.
AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, not very good news tonight, as it appears obvious that Kevin Nash and Sting have joined forces with Kurt Angle and Booker T. What kind of effect could this have on your match tonight?
I don't know, Lauren. What do you think? It looks to me where there's 2, now there'll be 4. I don't know how it came to this. How did it? Look, TNA came to Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Chris Hernandez, Low-Key 6 years ago and said, this is the company where you have the best opportunity. Along with our veterans to come in and mentor, you won't want to leave ever. And look what it's come to. We're falling apart at the seams because of now the veterans and the young guys. I don't know how it come to this, but this isn't about AJ Styles. This isn't about Samoa Joe. This isn't about Kevin Nash or Sting. It's about TNA. And we're gonna go out there and prove it.
Nash, you scumbag. Get off me, man. Cameron, Nash, look at me. Look at me, Nash. Look what you've done to me. Look what you created. Look what you caused. Frankenstein's coming home, Nash. You made this. And now I'm gonna hunt you. I'm gonna hunt you and get back what's mine. You see, you always told me if they jump your man, you put one of their men in the hospital. You take my championship, Nash, I'll take your career. And tonight, that's exactly what I'm coming for. And if anybody gets in my way, if any of your new friends decide they want a piece of me, by God, I'll take theirs too.
show. It is my destiny. It is the truth I seek. In this world I find a way to cross the line. No possibility, originality. Don't be left behind. Go ahead and cross the line. They say yes, I say no. Telling me to stay, I'm gonna go. Me gotta be who me gotta be. I gotta be who I gotta be. It is my destiny. It is the truth I seek. In this world I find a way to cross the line. No possibility, originality. Don't be left behind. Go ahead and cross the line. Healing the souls of those who don't know. Step of the line to be your own. Listen to the voice whose spirit's free. Come alive and fly with me. It is my destiny. It is the truth I seek. In this world I find a way to cross the line. No possibility, originality. Don't be left behind. Go ahead and cross the line. It is my destiny. It is the truth I seek. It is my destiny. Way to cross the line. It is my destiny. It is the truth I seek. It is my destiny. Go ahead and cross the line.
I've spent years in the darkest regions of the earth, trying to escape my fear of the pain I might cause. My patience has worn thin and almost destroyed me. So it is time to resurface and take revenge for the wrongs they have done. Patience, then payback. Who am I? I am suicide.
And we're back live from Las Vegas, and I have just received word that something's going on in the back involving Sheik, Abdul, Bashir, and Rhino.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of listening to all this political crap that's been coming out of your mouth. Listen to me. This is my country. This is my home. And I'm damn proud of it. Now, as far as that open challenge goes that you've been talking about all night, I'll take it. Anytime, any place, anywhere. It's about time someone deports you. And you know what? That someone is me. And it may even be in a body bag. Bitch!
They say you crossed the line.
Like it's a bad thing.
Like it's a bad thing.
Like you've gone too far. Guess what?
I don't think it goes far enough.
Pain and pleasure.
Blood.
Carnage. Suffering.
That's a simple reality of my world.
Every time they draw a new battle line,
We cross it without reservation or regret.
Hey, they, whoever you are.
Maybe it's time to draw up something else.
Like your retirement plan. TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
Sorry about your damn luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hardcore tag team gauntlet. Participants enter every 60 seconds, and competitors are eliminated when they are thrown over the top rope and their feet hit the floor. When the last two men remain, the match changes to tag team rules with the legal weapon chosen by text vote. Introducing participant number 1, accompanied by the pride of Tennessee, Jacqueline, representing Beer Money Incorporated, Cowboy Storm!
Boy, the TNA fans spoke loud and clear by a text. They want to stick it to Beer Money by forcing James Storm to enter first.
Well, that way he gets more of the damage. That way he's going to take more of the beating. As you see, James Storm don't go anywhere. We're coming down with the hardcore gauntlet.
And the second participant in the Hardcore Tag Team Gauntlet, as voted by the fans, representing Team 3D, Brother Ray!
Well, this is what we anticipated, Don West, when it comes to the TNA fans speaking loud and clear as far as sticking it to both Team 3D and Beer Money, because this Hardcore Tag Team Text-Off Gauntlet, it's going to kick off. First two participants, Brother Ray from Team 3D, the Cowboy James Storm, yes, representing Beer Money. That order of entrance text mode may be over, but now, ladies and gentlemen, you can text to let us know exactly what weapon you want legal in this match.
The number, of course, is 81676. Text the keyword tables, ladders, or chairs to 81676 and decide which weapon can be used in this gauntlet matchup. As Brother Ray, whoa! What an open palm on the chest of James Storm. And there it is again. You can see it. Text the keyword ladder, table, or chairs to 81676.
Over the top rope elimination in the gauntlet until we have a wrestler from two teams remaining. Then we'll go to a tag team match, tag team rules, and at that point, the legal weapon chosen by you via text come into play. Ow! Scooping a mid-ring slam by Brother Ray. He just took Storm and drilled him. As you can see, countdown clock indicates we're just seconds away from finding out who's next.
It's going to be awful hard for these guys to stay all the way through this. Look at this situation, Mike, because right now it's 2-on-1 on Brother Ray, and you know how he feels about Beer Money anyway, and look at him go right after Robert Roode, but Storm comes in to make sure that the numbers game takes over.
No question, huge advantage for the TNA World Tag Team Champions. And speaking of tag teams, please don't go anywhere, because later tonight, Kevin Nash and Sting as a team against the phenomenal AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, plus the huge announcement from Mick Foley.
You can tell how big that Jeff Jarrett thinks it's going to be as well, as Mick Foley will make that proclamation. But right now, the double team move here on Brother Ray, and look at that, they suplex them together. Man alive, that brain bomb collapsed.
Big power move by Beer Money with the double team on Brother Ray. Countdown clock is south of 10 seconds. Here we go. We're going to find out who's next right now.
What an advantage for LAX and Morgan and Abyss, because they get to sit back in the back while these four just beat the hell out of each other, as you see Devon going right after it. But look at that. It just comes right off those ropes and puts that shoulder right into Robert Roode.
Quite simply, LAX, Matt Morgan, and Abyss, they can thank you, the TNA fans, for making this the reality. The fact that Beer Money in 3D, they're going to have to survive later than their opponent. Storm crashes into the corner, and then Devon leaves his feet and decks him with a clothesline.
Tell you what, he comes springing off those ropes with midair and took him out. Let me tell you, there is no love lost between these teams. Team 3D feels that Beer Money has stolen their thunder on a couple of occasions. How about that double team move?
Big leg drop by Devon, took down Robert Roode. Beer Money on the defensive. Countdown clock indicates we're going to find out who's next in 1 second.
Hernandez comes flying down the ramp. Look at him. He shots himself right over the top of the rope and hits 2 for 1 and goes right after all of them. I mean, this guy is just so impressive with that strength. Look at this. High back body drop on James Storm.
Safe to say, Super Mex is on fire, but he telegraphed that back body drop and paid for it because Roode got it, but then he puts the shoulder block into Roode and sends him flying across the ring, but he walked right into the boot from Storm.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's just so outnumbered in there, but this strength that he has is incredible. Look at that powerbomb. Sit-out style.
Remember, elimination over the top down to the arena floor while we're in the gauntlet portion of the match.
Well, nobody's been eliminated at this point, as Hernandez got to be careful. He's up top there as Brother Ray comes behind him. You got to make sure you stay in.
Also have to wonder whether Matt Morgan's going to have to go it alone tonight, Don. You heard what Abyss told him, as we now see Devon go to the top. What a clothesline takes down Big Hernandez.
I'll tell you what, Brother Ray got Hernandez up on those shoulders, and Devon took advantage of it. And now who's going to be next?
2, 1. The next participant is Homicide.
The other half of the Latin American
what's at stake here in this matchup. But now Homicide going up, getting a hold of that leg. Look at the DDT he puts on Devon.
Tornado DDT by Homicide, able to sidestep Brother Ray, who goes crashing into the corner. Look how quickly Homicide goes risky. He's up there, and then he rakes the eyes of Brother Ray to stop him from coming at him.
Whoa, that's I'll tell you what, nobody's been eliminated yet, and it's just going to get more chaotic and more chaotic in that ring, as there's just so many bodies. As you see Devon take the swing in this, Homicide just corkscrews that elbow.
3, 2, 1. Mixing the gauntlet, the blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Here comes that big 7-footer, so genetically gifted, the blueprint, Matt Morgan, and he just is taking people out left and right. Big shots, including the big boot. How about that fall-away slam?
I'll tell you what, he's just so strong and impressive. But the thing is you've got to start getting people eliminated. And
Homicide has been eliminated.
Oh, Devon just got No, yes he did.
Matt Morgan making quite an impact tonight, taking out the first 2 men in the gauntlet.
Oh, what a kick there by Hernandez. It just sent Matt Morgan back to the turnbuckle. Whoa!
Hernandez is eliminated.
Unbelievable. Matt Morgan just took that momentum from Supermax and just sitting over in LAX has both been eliminated.
What an impressive showing by the blueprint Matt Morgan. And down goes Brother Ray, courtesy of the right hand. There's one that just jacked the jaw of Robert Roode.
The final participant, the monster,
in spite of all those burns, here comes Abyss to join Matt Morgan, and you can see that Morgan was telling him no, and he was taken over the top right that time by Roode.
Well, Matt Morgan just got eliminated because he was too worried about Abyss coming down the ramp, and he forgot about everybody else. And look at Beer Money, they don't even let Abyss getting into the ring. The situation of think about this. LAX cannot get themselves in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the votes are in. David Penzer, what weapon is legal?
Ladies and gentlemen, the fans have voted in. Tables are legal.
Well, the crowd loves that one, guys. Now, keep in mind, Brother Devon can get himself back in this matchup. As you see, Team 3D has got themselves in. Morgan's been gone, LAX gone, Devon eliminated earlier, but when we get down to the final 2, you know what happened.
3D just feeding off this reaction here at the Hard Rock, even though Devon was eliminated earlier, Don.
Well, he heard that table's announcement, and he decided he wasn't going to get out of that. They're ready to put him in now as you see Devon sliding it into Brother Ray.
Table slid in to his tag team partner, Brother Ray. Going to put that table in position. And again, you, the TNA fans, speaking loud and clear via text. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God. Stop the lighter fluid.
No.
We saw the damage that it did in Bound for Glory. That sight of Abyss burning was just too much. Don't do it. You can see he's got the lighter. Oh, no. No.
And Devon has got the lighter fluid. Brother Ray has got the lighter as well. And you can see that the wrestling fans here, the TNA fans, they're tossing big lighters into the 6-sided ring.
Well, they don't want to be cheated out of this spectacle, that's for sure. They'll throw people, but don't be surprised if they don't throw flaming matches in this ring as well. But oh no, they've got it set up, and here comes Abyss. Look at this. He goes right after Brother Ray. You know he's got revenge on his mind on these two. He'll never forget Bound for Glory.
I mean, can you blame him? After the hell that Abyss went through at Bound for Glory, suffering those burns all over his body, as he looks down and he sees that lighter and picks it up.
The fear in his face, though, tells another story, as he has sworn that he wouldn't do weapons. Is he going to do it? He's looking at it, thinking about it, then the low blow by Devon.
Caught him unaware from behind, and there you see that double clothesline. Takes Abyss out.
Well, that now makes it official. It's Team 3D against Beer Money, and you can see Beer Money waiting for it, and they go right into the attack.
Tag team rules to apply from this point going forward, right, Don?
Absolutely. Keep in mind, though, that table is still soaked with the lighter fluid. As you see, though, Beer Money, it was good timing on their part. They let the situation go on between 3D and Abyss, and now they're fresh.
We see Robert Roode going to try and elevate Devon up, but too much power, too much weight, and then there goes Roode right through the table.
What a 3D! Here it goes! He's going to go for the pin. 1, brother. Oh, wait a minute. The beer just been spit in Devon's face. Now the referee goes in and counts him out.
Here are your winners, Beer
Well, Team 3D just got screwed. Plain and simple. Live at the Hard Rock. Brother Ray, Brother Devon can't believe it. The TNA World Tag Team Champions, Beer Money, just stole a gauntlet.
They say you crossed the line.
Like it's a bad thing.
Like it's a bad thing.
Like you've gone too far. Guess what?
I don't think it goes far enough.
Pain and pleasure.
Blood.
Carnage. Suffering.
That's a simple reality of my world.
Every time they draw a new battle line,
We cross it without reservation or regret.
Hey, they, whoever you are.
maybe it's time to draw up something else.
Like your retirement plan.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
What's going through my mind? The last 2 years.
Jeff, I don't give a damn if you're the owner of TNA.
The pain, the agony, the tears.
I'm gonna make an example out of you, Jeff.
There were days that I didn't think I could get up, let alone wrestle again.
I don't give a damn if you haven't wrestled in 2 years.
But through it all, there were 3 beautiful girls. They kept me going.
I don't give a damn if your little girls are watching this match. Don't worry. Daddy will stop bleeding eventually.
Oh, he just crushes Jeff with the chair.
They're the ones that gave me the strength to be the man that I know I can be. And tonight, I do it for them.
He's got the guitar. Here it is. Sends him right into it and smashes him.
One man, fueled by 2 years of pain, Jeff Jarrett is able to defeat Kurt Angle.
Nobody shows me up the way you did, Jeff Jarrett. Nobody gets away with it.
Still to come this evening on Impact.
Awesome Kong is going to go after the TNA Women's Knockout Champion Taylor Wilde as the championship is on the line. We know Taylor Wilde's always had Kong's number. Can she do it again tonight?
And how about this for a tag team main event? Samoa Joe and the phenomenal AJ Styles to square off against the Icon Sting and Big Kevin Nash.
And Mick Foley, an announcement that's going to change the face of professional wrestling. Coming up here later on Impact.
You know, Kurt Angle earlier tonight talked about trumping, one-upping Mick Foley's major announcement. All the executives, all the VIPs that are here, I'm going to guarantee you that that can't be done. Mick Foley's huge announcement, it's going to rock professional wrestling.
Well, absolutely. Well, speaking of Kurt Angle, here he comes. We're going to see what his reaction is. Of course, we don't know what Mick Foley has to say, but we heard Kurt Angle earlier when he announced the main event Mafia.
Oh, we've seen many faces, many sides, many moods of Kurt Angle in the past 2 years, but the Angle that we saw last week, unlike any Kurt Angle we've ever seen before. The loss to Jeff Jarrett at Bound for Glory, followed by Jeff telling us that he wasn't returning to the ring. He turned into a maniac. Remember the attack on our ring announcer, Dave Tenzer?
Oh, I'm telling you what, the guy's cheeks still black and blue. The eyes still black. He couldn't quite see it that well in the shadows, but it was just devastating. But the guy he was absolutely a crazy man. He went after the wrestlers, then he went after the announcers. It was just unreal, but it's just what Kurt Angle's all about.
Tonight is obviously a historical night due to the birth of the main event Mafia. This group of special individuals, we're talking champions, will change the face of professional wrestling forever. But I'm out here for a different reason. Jeff Jarrett, don't think for a second that I forgot about you. I don't give a damn about Mick Foley's announcement. What I care about, Jeff, is getting my hands on you tonight. Did you think I was playing when I said I was gonna pay your little girls a visit? Because I'll do it, Jeff. You know I will. I don't give a So, Jeff, I want you to be a real man. I want you to come out here, look me face to face. And if you can't do it for yourself,
I think that Jeff Jarrett is about to look Kurt Angle face to face, and that's exactly the case, because here comes the founder of TNA. Here comes the king of the mountain.
Kurt, I'm going to tell you this for the last time. It's over. Done. Kurt, we got the best damn talent roster that's ever been assembled here in TNA. There's no reason for me to be up in that ring. No reason at all, Kurt. I'm going to pass the torch, something maybe you should consider doing. It's not about us anymore. It's about guys like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Black Machismo, Mother Shitty Machine Gun.
shut your damn mouth! It's about me! I am TNA! I'm the greatest wrestler that ever lived! I don't give a damn about you. I don't give a damn about your company. All I care about is whooping your ass right here tonight.
Kurt, whether you like it or not, you're just going to have to take no for an answer. Because there is a locker room full of guys back there that would just love to have a match with you. As a matter of fact, there's somebody standing right behind you that wants you.
Abyss talked earlier about the unsettled, about the unfinished business with Kurt Angle, and the monster just dropped him with that big shot, and Jarrett loves it.
Well, he hasn't forgotten what happened last week on Impact. How Kurt Angle attacked him and just put him in that ankle lock, and look at this. He's got a hold of him by the neck, and he wants, but Kurt Angle able to kick him in the legs to get out of it.
Series of shots to the knee by Angle. Goes right at him. Oh, he went for the black hole slam, and did you see Angle just escape at the last second?
How lucky for Angle. Abyss just kind of slipped through his fingers, and Angle's able to escape.
Jeff Jarrett talks about passing the torch. Kurt Angle almost on the receiving end of that black hole slam. Kurt Angle, how damn lucky can you be? And there he is, hardcore legend, backstage in anticipation of that major announcement. What will Mick Foley have to say? We will answer that very important question about TNA's future live tonight.
Awesome Kong, one of the most dominant women in professional wrestling today. A beast unlike any other seen in any ring.
Awesome Kong, she's gone through this women's division like nothing we've ever seen.
A human wrecking ball that has destroyed each and every opponent who has stood in her path.
Here it is, implant buster!
A champion that was untouchable. That is, until one woman dared to step up.
Taylor Wilde has found a weak spot and gets her. You've got to be kidding me!
Biggest upset in TNA history!
Taylor Wilde, the scrappy underdog with a will to win, fueled by desire.
Taylor Wilde just seems to always get back up.
Desire that has propelled her to the top of TNA's knockout division. She is the undisputed champion. Will Kong be king again?
This is about payback for Kong in her mind being embarrassed by Taylor Wilde.
Or will Taylor Wilde be able to slay this beast once again? The TNA Women's Knockout Championship is next.
Raisha Saeed, big match tonight. Kong versus Taylor Wilde for the TNA knockout.
Swine. How many times does Kong have to go through this fair-haired American? How many times? Kong, she is sick and tired of Taylor Wilde. Kong, she wants new blood. Taylor Wilde, after tonight, no more. Kong, she takes back what belonged to Kong. The TNA knockout title. Taylor Wilde, tonight, it will not be your last match with Kong. It will be your last match, period. Taylor Wilde, you are finished. Finished.
Well, Taylor Wilde, we just heard those comments from Raisha Saeed regarding your title defense tonight against Awesome Kong. How do you respond?
JB, how do I respond to that? I can only go out there and do exactly what I've been doing. In that ring, Kong and I are no longer strangers. I know what she's capable of. And she knows exactly what I can do. I'm the TNA Knockouts champion. And if Kong wants to beat me, she's gonna have to end my career to do it.
Up next, another championship match on this very special, historic night, live from Las Vegas. It's time for the TNA Knockouts to take the spotlight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match on TNA Impact Live is for the Women's Knockout Championship, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied by Raisha Saeed. She stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighs 272 and 3/8 pounds. She is Awesome Kong!
The most dominant, the most destructive force in the TNA Knockout division is once again in line to reclaim what she and Raisha Saeed insist is her property, the TNA Knockout Championship. When we return, the introduction of the champion and our title match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opponent in this contest from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, she is the defending TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Taylor Wilde!
When you think back to the reign of Awesome Kong, the fact that she held that knockout championship for over 6 months, the fact that nobody came close to stopping her, nobody that is, until the upset queen, Taylor Wilde. And Don, you will remember it, that night when she came out of the crowd at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida, as part of the Awesome Kong Challenge.
Well, you were just so impressed with her heart. You were just so impressed with this desire she had to be in that ring, and she wasn't going to give up. She had no quit in her. And she has always had the ability, the unbelievable, unique ability to find a way to beat Kong when nobody else could. But that time wasn't a good move. She just ran into a wall of Kong.
And Kong goes airborne with the big splash. But the quickness of Taylor Wilde as she's able to get out of the way. And now Taylor's going to head out quickly to the apron and then to the top rope. And here she comes. Oh, and she went for a drop kick, I believe. And she got drilled with that Kong clothesline.
Tell you what, Kong was waiting for it. And Kong's going to have to come up with a different game plan. 1, 2, not enough at this point. Because Taylor Wilde, again, keep your eye on her. She uses her head in these matches. She lets Kong expose herself. She lets Kong use that weight, and then she'll use it against her. It's really amazing to watch Taylor Wilde in action.
Yes, not only Mick Foley's huge announcement, but also that incredible tag team main event, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe against Sting and Kevin Nash, still to come tonight, live here on Spike TV from the Hard Rock. And this joint is jumping here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Awesome Kong takes control. The challenger is in the driver's seat.
Well, this is what Awesome Kong wants to do. She wants to make this a brawl. She wants to make it a physical fight. She doesn't want athleticism to come into play because that's when Taylor Wilde finds the way to beat her. Right now, this is going according to your game plan. Use that muscle, use that strength, and just put it to her like that.
That's the muscle. That's the strength. That's the power that Don was just talking about. 300 pounds coming at full speed and just squashing the champ Taylor Wilde in the corner.
Well, it's real simple. Taylor Wilde can't beat you if she's laying on the mat, writhing in pain. And right now, look at that confidence. Kong just lets her take her shots, and now grabs her up, and what a choke slam. Wow!
Here goes Kong for the cover. Referee down for the count. 2 only, the near fall for the challenger. And Awesome Kong made eye contact with referee Andrew Thomas in a way that she wasn't happy with the count. Did you see that motion? She motions to the crowd here in Las Vegas that she's going to finish off the champion.
Well, she wants to put her in that awesome bomb, and if she does, they don't get up and walk away from it. She's got her all. Taylor Wilde, though, able to turn it back around on her, and that's what I'm talking about. She seems to always find a way to do the impossible. Nice drop kick.
Drop kick on target. Back to the well another time. And a second drop kick, but you'll notice Kong stays on her feet, maintains that base. Now Taylor headed to the top. Here she comes.
Oh, this time, no. She got enough that time. And here it goes. 1, 2. Oh, man. Awesome Kong got the shoulder up at the last split second.
Taylor Wilde on the verge of victory, but Kong still has life. Catches her. Hey, Taylor Wilde. Hurricane Rhino roller.
Got it. No. Oh, man. Taylor Wilde again. She just allows Kong to just use that momentum. Oh, but this time Raisha Saeed, right place, right time.
Saeed from outside hooks the leg of the champ. And Taylor Wilde now unloading on Raisha. But you've got to maintain that concentration level and that focus on the task at hand. And that task is Awesome Kong.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
Here is your winner and new TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Awesome Kong.
She did it. Live from Las Vegas, a new TNA Knockout Champion is crowned, and it's Awesome Kong. Yes, that most dominant, that most destructive force is once again atop the TNA Knockout Division. And backstage, there you see Sting and Kevin Nash getting ready. Booker T, Kurt Angle providing support. That's the main event, Mafia, and the Impact main event is next.
They say there's a thin line between pain and pleasure.
Fiction and reality.
Love and hate.
And that once you cross that line, there's no turning back. They are right. Once you cross, you are in dangerous territory. A world of risk and reward.
Of instinct and survival.
You can't go home.
What awaits on the other side?
What awaits on the other side?
You're never sure. But I welcome it with open arms and a closed fist.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
He is known simply as phenomenal. AJ Styles crosses the line every time he steps inside the ring, using his death-defying prowess and innovative high-flying agility as he continues to blaze a trail all the way into the history books. The first Triple Crown winner in TNA's history, the Phenomenal One continues to set the standard of excellence inside the six-sided ring. TNA Wrestling, cross the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your TNA Impact feature contest, a tag team grudge match scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 representing the main event Mafia. First, from Detroit, Michigan, Big Sexy Devon Nash. And his tag team partner is the TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World from Venice Beach, California. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
but Angle had the blockbuster that he, Booker T, Sting, and Kevin Nash are the main event Mafia.
And their opponents first, from American Samoa, he is the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
I mean, who can forget Bound for Glory the way he dominated Sting? But it was Kevin Nash that cost him that championship, and he's thought about nothing but Big Sexy ever since, and look how angry and how mad he is.
And his tag team partner from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles!
Time for the Young Lions, the TNA originals, to join forces against the legends, against the veterans, as we see the phenomenal AJ Styles set the team with the Samoan submission machine. I have to tell you, that main event Mafia announcement earlier, it was an absolute blockbuster. But ladies and gentlemen, I am confident with the VIPs, with the executives that we have in attendance here tonight in Las Vegas. Matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to guarantee that Mick Foley's announcement, which is still to come, will be the one that we never, ever forget.
Well, he's going to have to top a big one, though. I mean, the fact that Sting joined in with Kurt Angle, Booker T, and Kevin Nash, I think is the most surprising thing about that. Look at Big Sexy, though, holding on those ropes, not allowing AJ Styles to pull him out, and then he pulls him right into that big knee. But Samoa Joe, I'm just looking at him.
Oh, yeah.
He wants Kevin Nash bad, and Nash wisely brings Sting into the picture.
Joe asked for the tag from AJ Styles. The Phenomenal One immediately tagged in his partner, and then you saw Nash go to his side of the ring and tag in the Icon Sting. And, oh, Joe with the overhead slap, and there's the mid-ring exchange between the two.
I mean, let me just be honest. This match here isn't about respect. It's about pride, and it's about revenge. And right now you can see Joe. He knows that he absolutely dominated Sting in Bound for Glory, and he just nails him with that kick. He's got the confidence that he can do to Sting what he wants, but he still wants a piece of Nash, and you can feel it.
Boy, how about that look on the face of Kevin Nash as he made that eye contact with Samoa Joe. Tag in, and now AJ's legal. Styles, big scoop and a mid-ring slam there on the Icon Sting, and AJ goes high into the air and crashes down with the knee.
Well, let's face it, AJ's been called out by the Icon Sting as he takes a nice shot. Nash wasn't looking for it, he should have been, but that's what Sting does. That jawbreaker sends it right back to Nash, and he just close-laid him down.
Not only Mick Foley's announcement, but more of this Impact main event when we return on Spike. We are back live on Impact from Las Vegas, the continuation of our main event tag team matchup on a night where Mick Foley still has his huge announcement. That's yet to come. Kevin Nash and Sting against AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Still in progress here. Don, during the commercial break, it looked like Nash and Sting would be totally in control, but now AJ's finally turned it around.
I'll tell you what they did. They worked all the Pele. Sting didn't have a clue it was coming, and AJ Styles nailed it as you see Joe pounding on that turnbuckle. You mentioned it, Mike, during the break. It was all main event Mafia. As I'm telling you, they were dominating AJ. Joe on many occasions tried to come in anyway, illegally. Earl Hebner kept him out. AJ now, though, it looks like for the first time, he might make it to Joe, and he dives over. And here we go, Joe and Nash.
Clothesline miss, but look at Joe fight back with rights and lefts. Those shots into the midsection. That one caught Nash up high. Here comes Joe. Clothesline miss, but that kick didn't. There's that senton. Backsplash on target.
1, 2, no.
We invite you to join us for the Impact Post Show. The second we go off the air, please go to Spike.com. All the fallout, all the aftermath of this very historic night for TNA.
Here comes Sting. Oh, but Joe smartly gets out of the way. Sting crashes on Nash, and Joe goes right after the world champion and just flings him over the top rope.
Sting taken out of play by Samoa Joe. Oh, but Kevin Nash brought the championship belt into play, and Kevin Nash just drilled Joe right between the eyes with the title belt.
Here are your winners, Sting and Big Sexy Kevin Nash.
What a wicked shot! A wicked shot, and Kevin Nash took that world championship belt just as Joe was getting that momentum flowing, and he crushed him head on. At the same time, AJ dove over the ropes on the Sting, but he wasn't there to help Joe. Oh, man.
Big time celebration here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Hard Rock, live on Spike. Kevin Nash and the Icon Sting victorious over AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. And check that out, you can see Samoa Joe was busted open from that championship belt shot by Nash.
Oh, he caught him with the, I mean, you think about what's on that belt. Now AJ, 1 on 2, but look at this. Joe gets up. Look at that. He's got that rear naked choke there as they pull it back on Kevin Nash. As they're trying to stop this, but there's no way you're going to break this up.
All hell's broken loose here after the matchup. AJ is, wait a minute, here comes the other members of the main event Mafia. Here comes Angle. Here comes Booker T.
And Booker T breaks that Legends belt, and just crushes AJ with it. And look at him, he's setting up again, and he hits him again right in the face as Kurt Angle is beating on Joe on the other side of the ring.
They united earlier tonight here on Impact. We saw it, and now we're seeing the fallout from that union as the main event Mafia is absolutely destroying the TNA originals. Blood flowing from the head of both Samoa Joe and AJ Styles.
Well, I'll tell you what, they wanted to come in and make a point. Well, they sure done it as Booker T and Kurt Angle come out, and this is just disgusting. Watching this beat down as Nash now busting on Joe while Booker T just kicking at AJ. Oh, somebody get this stopped.
Boy, they're not through. They're not done yet, Don. And look at the carnage in the ring.
Oh, here they are, the 4 of them standing tall, and they're so proud of what they've done tonight.
They do stand tall. The main event Mafia has sent that message, and that message received by the TNA originals loud and clear. Major announcement we've all been waiting for. It's up next here on Impact, and here he comes. Mick Foley's on his way to the arena in Vegas.
I'm an Olympic gold medalist, 12-time world heavyweight champion. Some say the greatest athlete in professional wrestling history. I did it all, but I wanted more. I crossed the line that needed to be crossed. I came to TNA for a new challenge, a new purpose, to even be better than I was before. It's a challenge I accept with every ounce of my being and every drop of my blood. TNA wrestler crossed the line.
Mick Foley. Obviously, he knows how to be persuasive. Let's see what he talked Mick Foley into.
Major announcement time from Las Vegas. Let's hear from Mick Foley.
Thank you. I guess it's pretty much major declaration time here on TNA. So what I'm going to do is take you just briefly behind closed doors of the meeting I had with Jeff Jarrett, where the first thing he said was, Mick, you made a lot of money in your career. I said, yeah. And he said, no, Mick, honestly. You worked on top, big pay-per-views, #1 bestsellers. You've made a lot of money in this business, haven't you? Well, Jeff, I guess I have. And then Jeff, he brought up the rumors. You know the rumors. The one that has been following me for over 20 years. He brought up the rumor that Mick Foley was the cheapest, tightest, most frugal wrestler who ever laced up a pair of boots.
Well, we saw the car he brought here to Vegas.
Don't think that's a rumor. I think that's a fact.
I'll be honest. I mean, look at me. There's not a whole lot that goes into hairstyling. My taste in automobiles is somewhat modest. And when it comes to wardrobe, I'm not exactly Palin-esque, if you know what I mean.
Love that head-to-toe shot.
It worked
so
for him.
Jeff looked at me and he said, Mick, if you've made a lot of money, apparently spent almost none of it, then perhaps you'd be interested in making an investment, something you gotta sink your teeth into, making some kind of an investment.
Now what? Just at that moment, just at the time when we anticipated Mick Foley telling us about the major announcement, here comes the newly formed main event Mafia. Check out that union.
Well, you can see it there. Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle kind of taking control. Booker T, the icon Sting, Jarmel as Kurt Angle walks down the ramp. And we know how upset Kurt Angle was about the comments that Mick Foley made about taking a Kurt and wiping his ankle last week. It's the kind of thing that Kurt can't let go of, Mike.
Kurt, you're kind of screwing up the big declaration here.
I was told that a week ago on national television, you said that you were gonna take a Kurt and wipe your ankle.
Well, actually, Kurt, it's just, you know, something.
Whoa! Headbutt! Right across the bridge of the nose of Mick Foley!
Oh, man, he doesn't...
You think it's funny now, Mick? You think it's funny now? Huh? I don't see anybody laughing now, Mick.
Actually, Kurt, it's kind of funny, Kurt. It's kind of funny. You see, were you under the impression that Chip Jarrett was offering me some kind of stock tip? Was he making a mutual fund recommendation, Kurt? Do you want to know what Jeff wanted to ask me? He wanted to ask me if I was willing to make a major investment in TNA. I'm a major shareholder in this wrestling company. So this is where it gets kind of funny, because it turns out you, Kurt, you just headbutted your new boss.
Whoa! Wow! Mick Foley!
And let me just say, right here, live in Las Vegas, that as your new boss, the first thing I'm gonna do is say, Kurt Angle, You're free to work here if you want. Because I didn't throw my money away on some type of pipe dream. I know if you invest, it's got to be in something you care about, you love, and you believe in. And Kurt, we've had our ups and downs over the years, but I care about TNA. I love this business, and I believe in all of you. All of you. All of you. You. AJ. Joe. I believe in the X Division guys. All the guys who busted their butts and made TNA something. You remember what it was like, Kurt? I know you do. Because we were both there and you could feel it. That something major was about to happen when we were in WWE. All of us have been there. Fortunate enough to be witness when the business exploded. And Kurt, we're on the verge, once again, of being involved in something very, very big. And I guess my question to you, Kurt, is, do you want to be a part of history? Or do you simply want to be history? The choice, Kurt, is up to you.
Think of what we have just heard from Mick Foley. The decision is up to you, Kurt Angle. Be a part of history or be history. And when I look at the reaction, when I look at the face of the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, I feel like Mick Foley, he struck change the landscape. TNA, Mick Foley just crossed the